In this video, we're going to take a look at dashboards, which is a really powerful feature within Intacct and can be used no matter what user type you have. So if I go to my applications dropdown, I'll see that there is a specific module for dashboards. And I'm going to click into one that I have created called Sarah's Dashboard, just to show you the different types of components you can pull onto a dashboard. So at the top, we have our performance cards, which are basically a snapshot of an account group that you can see how that's doing. I also have custom navigation over here, which I have created for my everyday tasks. So you can set this up to link to anywhere in the system. So it's an easy way for you to get to exactly what you need to. So I have set up, enter AP bill. It's going to bring me directly to my enter AP bill screen. Or I want to receive payments on the AR side. It's going to bring me over to post payments and I can add from there. So that's really, really handy feature to have, is this custom navigation. Saves you having to look through the different modules and click through where you need to go. You can put it all on a dashboard and get right there from the dashboard. You can also link to an external URL. So I have an example here, which is, it brings me directly to my Bank of America login. So that's another option that you can have. And, you can link to whatever URL you specifically need to get to. Another nice one is this close through summary, which you can bring in to show you how your books have been closed, up to what date throughout your entities. So this is a demo environment, so we haven't done any closing on any of our books actually in this demo environment. But if you did, it would show you the date here up to which those subledgers have been closed. I also am pulling in a record of my bills. So this is a static record of my bills that are owed. And I'm pulling in a report as well. And you'll see at the top of my dashboard, I have some filters here. So I have an as of date, a department filter, and a project filter. And my performance cards and my reports are going to be affected by the filters on my dashboard. So just to give you an idea of what that looks like, I am going to select my project group for hotels and I'm going to apply that. And then you'll see that my performance cards and my balance sheet report now have changed significantly because I'm only pulling in the information for that specific group. So that specific dimension, which is my project for hotels. And if you watched our video on preferences, you'll know that you can actually set up your dashboard to be the first thing that you see when you log into Intacct. So you don't have to even, scroll into dashboards to get to what you need to get to. You can have it open up automatically and then have your custom navigation and everything set up from here. So to set up a dashboard, you would go to the dashboards module and click the little plus button here beside dashboards. Give it a title. You can decide how many columns you want to appear on the dashboard. If you want a certain column to be more flexible with, that's obviously something that you can play around with. And then you can change the color also. You can apply dashboards to a certain group. You can say it's part of the financials group, operations, or you can create new ones. And here is the filters tab where you can say that you want to filter out by these different dimensions, or of course you can give it an as of date. And it does show you here exactly what will be affected by the filters on a dashboard, which is financial reports, graphs, and performance cards. And then there is a permissions section in which you can allow or deny specific users or groups of users. And since I was the person that created this dashboard, I automatically have permission to it and I have denied access to everybody else from seeing it. So that is how you would create a dashboard. This is a very brief overview, and then I did show you an example of what kind of components you can pull onto a dashboard. But if you wanted to get more information on dashboards and building those out and the different types of components, please do take a look at our YouTube and we will link it in this video as well. there is an entire series that we have on dashboards, which goes into specific detail on each component. So that is dashboards. I'm just going to show you a couple more that come out of the system, like project performance is a nice one that clients typically ask for and use. There is also a bunch of ones that are related to your finances. So, you have your project overview and then it's split out by your project managers, different reports, and your performance cards at the top. And then there's a controller dashboard, which is pulling in, typical reports that a financial controller would want to see and performance cards that give them a snapshot of how the business is doing. And then in operations, you have, your inventory and your purchasing out of the box dashboards. So if you're not seeing dashboards, it means that you do not have permission to access that module, in which case you would either need to be given access or have your administrative user build out a dashboard for you. So you would need to speak to them about that.